We've had a question from someone in our community asking whether they should focus for their virtual assistant business on blog posts or social media. So I actually do both, and it might seem like, oh, that's going to take so much time, like I don't have time for that, I want to choose one. But actually, if you get really smart about the system that you put in place when you are creating your content, you can actually use your content over multiple platforms without too much extra work at all. So what I do is I have a big list of headlines that I've come up with that pull out the information from me. So there might be, 7 ways to use a virtual assistant better, 10 tweaks to how you might use your virtual assistant, 7 mistakes for using a virtual assistant, those types of topics, and then that gives me a bit of an outline of like, right, I need to come up with 7 key points or 10 key points. So I'm constantly creating and writing into my big spreadsheet, and then I'm picking out one that I've actually written down quite a lot of key messages and points in there, and I'll create a blog post from that. What I do with that blog post is I try and write 700, 1,000 type words to have lots of keywords in there and get lots of more content for the website. So I'll create a blog post in full, put it on the website, and then I'll take out little snippets or key messages or quotes from my blog posts, and I'll post them onto social media platforms. For every blog post, I put a pin on Pinterest and link it through to the blog post. I might have maybe just the intro or one of the 7 ways, put that on Facebook, and then link it to the full blog post if they want to read more. So if I do 7 ways to whatever, then I've actually got 7 posts on social media. And then you'll just tweak it a little bit. So Instagram, I might do a longer post with lots of hashtags. Facebook, I might use that same blog post content but might make it a bit shorter, read more, go through the blog post, less hashtags. And then I always put it on LinkedIn as well. So I actually replicate the whole blog post, put it onto LinkedIn as an article, and then I publish that. And then a few days later, I might actually do a little post on LinkedIn of something enticing so that people want to read the full blog post, so a couple of sentences, and then they read the full blog post. I link that on LinkedIn as well. So there's multiple ways that I'm using all the same long form blog posts. So I'm not trying to come up with a new idea every single time I'm posting or putting something out online. I'm using my content for cross purposes and cutting it up. I might actually create a video, so if I do a long blog post, I then create a video to actually go through that blog post, because some people might want to watch a video, some people might like reading, some people might like listening. So you could also make an audio. You could read out your blog post and put it on as an audio. So all sorts of content, but you're not having to come up with new ideas each and every time that you're trying to do one post anywhere. So yeah, I don't favor either. I do both, and I just make sure that I'm setting up that system in a really efficient way. So yeah, I hope that helps.